Hi, I'm Terrie Hayward, professional dog trainer and behavior consultant. I'm here to answer your dog training questions from the internet. This is Dog Training Support. Zatora04 asks, how can I cut my anxious dog's nails? Hello, I have a little pug, Lily, and she's really sweet, but I'm unable to cut her nails and I don't know what to do. I have brought her to the groomers twice and both times they turned me away after Lily started freaking out. My mother brought her to the vet and it took 3 people to hold her down and she was really freaking out. They ended up not being able to do anything though. Here are some strategies to tackle this question. First of all, I think it's really important that we recognize that the dog in this situation is not giving you a hard time, they're having a hard time. And this mindset helps us moving forward. It can help alleviate some of the frustration on the part of the people when we recognize that the dog is really struggling. Next, it's always important to rule out any possible underlying medical conditions. So you want to talk to your vet about making sure that there's no associated pain or anxiety, and your vet may end up prescribing medication. Next, we want to infuse choice. We can teach dogs to collaborate with their husbandry care like nail care. And the ways that we can do this are the following. At the beginning, we want to back way up. The point that we're at now, based on your description, sounds like we're in an area that we call flooded. That means too much, too soon, exposure to the scary trigger without the ability to escape. And again, flooding doesn't do anybody any good in moving forward and helping anyone to feel calm. We may need to move way back and just start with happy visits. This might mean that you just drive by the groomers or get out in the parking lot and just have cheese rain from the sky. We just want to create a really positive association with groomers equals good things happening. You also may want to look into a fear-free certified groomer because they understand the concepts that I'm talking about today. Then we want to use the protocols of desensitization and counter conditioning. Desensitization means moving at a pace that your dog indicates they're comfortable. And the way that we know that they're comfortable with that pace is via their observable body language. So if they're doing things like growling, snarling, snapping, biting, we are way over a threshold at that point. We want to move back towards a point where we have wiggly body language, where they feel comfortable and not stressed at all. Then we want to use counter conditioning, which is pairing. We want to pair the experience with something good. For example, we might want to take cream cheese and put it on a licky mat. Now, this is not going to, based on where you say that your dog currently is, solve the problem immediately and fully. But this is where we want to back up to, a starting point where we associate cream cheese on a licky mat, again, outside the groomers. Eventually, can your dog take cream cheese on a licky mat, maybe just in the lobby? If your dog is refusing a high value treat, that's a good metric to say that they're still way too stressed. And again, speaking with your vet about medication might be part of that answer, and part of it might be just needing to take things much, much, much more slowly. The next thing we want to do is teach. And we can teach a couple of things. First of all, we can build a new skill set repertoire where your dog gains confidence. We can teach things like targeting, and I'll link to a YouTube video about that below. We can also teach things like a consent behavior, where we teach the dog to rest their chin on an object. It can be a toy or a rolled up towel. And that chin rest indicates it's okay. I'm feeling comfortable. We can move forward. And then instead of snarling, snapping, biting, all the dog has to do to indicate that they need to take a break is raise their chin. So we teach a chin rest first, and then we use that chin rest as a consent behavior to move forward with potentially uncomfortable things like nail care. Again, we want to move really slowly. We might even at the beginning teach the chin rest and then put our hand near the dog's paw, not on, not touching, but start there. And also pair that, going back to our desensitization and counter conditioning, with good things. The next thing that we want to teach is that we could teach them to use a scratch pad. This is one that you can purchase. It actually has a little secret compartment. So you put a treat inside and then you partially close it. The dog scratches to try to open the compartment or get at the treat. thus scratching their nails. It's definitely possible to build a new normal around nail care, which includes a relaxed dog and comfortable experience for both of you. Time, patience, consistency, and appropriate methods are the way to get there. Thanks so much for your question. See you next time.